Hello everyone, and welcome to a special episode of Queen of the Court. It's just a solo episode, just me, Tia, here today. This is a special episode recorded for an assignment, but just because it's for homework doesn't mean that we can't still have fun and enjoy talking about some women's basketball. So let's get right into it. I'm going to be talking about some of the second round matchups, some of the ones that have already happened today on Sunday, March 20th, and some that are left to happen still today. So we'll just get right into it. First matchup of the day in the Greensboro region, number 2 Iowa versus number 10 Creighton. I'm so mad because I thought about it. I really was like, Creighton has a chance. I should pick Creighton. I don't think Iowa can make it this far. But I got scared. I didn't have the confidence, and I picked Iowa, and they got upset. Creighton knocked them off 64-62. Lauren Jensen, the Creighton player who hit the final shot for the Blue Jays, is a transfer from Iowa. She knocks off her old team in their home stadium. You can't write that story any better.
Not calling timeout. Rimbaugh back to Jensen for the lead, and she's got it. Timeout, Iowa. It's the Hawkeye transfer with a massive fourth quarter, and Creighton's on top.
And then I went 0 for 2 just to start the day off because then Maryland beat FGCU. Not an upset. You know, Maryland's a 4 and FGCU is at 12, but still, I was just really hoping. I really thought FGCU had what it took to get it done. And they didn't. They got destroyed, 89-65. Not even a close one. Kirsten Bell just did not have a good game. And you know, you can't have off days in the NCAA tournament, and she did. So Maryland was able to take that one. Next was South Carolina versus Miami. South Carolina the 1, Miami the 8 in the Greensboro Regional, and this is a low-scoring game. It's 49-33, and like I originally saw the score, and I was like, I wonder if Leah Boston, was able to continue her streak of double-doubles. Check the box score. 10 points, 16 rebounds. She said, I have no problem with this. Scored a fifth of her team's points, and then her teammate Camila Cardoso had 11 of her own, so she also scored about a fifth of the points. So, I mean, they got the win. That's all that matters. Certainly looks like there's a lot of defense played. Certainly looks like South Carolina's being challenged a little bit more here. You know, maybe having to make their starters play all 4 quarters of a game for once. So, certainly something different. Then a game that's happening right now is Texas and Utah. Utah is a 7 and Texas is a 2 in the Spokane region. Certainly, I thought it was going to be a close game coming into it. Not really looking like it. They're just about 40 seconds away from the halftime break, and Texas is up 44-30. Not what I thought it was going to be for sure. But I mean, Utah's had a pretty good run here. I watched them in the Pac-12 tournament, and so maybe that's what I, was thinking of when I was going through it. I didn't ultimately pick Texas, so my bracket and my record are in safe position, but it would be interesting to see Utah knock Texas off for sure. If they can get the comeback out of the halftime break. And then left to play still today, number 2 Baylor versus number 10 South Dakota in the Wichita Regional. South Dakota, they're coming in pretty high on a run, but I think Baylor's going to take that one. Baylor the number 2. They're a pretty strong 2 seed here, so I think Baylor's got that one locked up. Then number 1 Louisville versus number 9 Gonzaga in the Wichita region. Louisville I think is probably the weakest 1 seed. Either them or NC State for sure. So it could happen here. It could happen in the next round. I think either way, Gonzaga has a chance here for sure. I wouldn't count Gonzaga out, and even if they don't win, I think they have a chance to give Louisville a run and make them sweat a little bit, but ultimately I think Louisville's going to be the one to come out of this game. Next, Iowa State 3 versus Georgia, who's 6 in Greensboro. This one could really go either way, honestly. Like, I have been leaning back and forth, like, since this matchup was announced, being like, is it going to be Iowa State? Is it going to be Georgia? Both these teams have weaknesses that can be exploited. Both these teams can capitalize on the other team's weaknesses to go for the win. So it just remains to be seen who is honestly, I think it's going to be a little bit of a coaching battle here, and attacking the vulnerabilities of their opponent. So that'll be fun to see. And then the last matchup for today is number 1 Stanford versus number 9 Kansas. Stanford, the number 2 overall seed, I think they'll handle this game. No issue. Plus, it's in their home stadium. I think they're sitting pretty good on this one. So, just looking to get through safely, maybe work on some things before they have to go to Sweet 16, where they're expected to face a tougher matchup, obviously, because of Sweet 16, but I don't know if there's really any matchup that's tough for this team here. But yeah, it's just where they're at. So that's all of the round 2 games for the first day of round 2. Obviously, more games tomorrow, but that's something to be talked about tomorrow. Thanks, everyone, for listening, and I hope you have a good day and enjoy watching some basketball.